Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and I am your upline's worst nightmare. Why? Because I was in the MLM space for 5 years. I was gaslit, I was lied to, I was manipulated, and now I'm here so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's get started. I don't know if you could hear him purring during my intro. If you did hear purring, don't worry, it wasn't my kitty, it was my kitty. So he is on my lap enjoying his best life because I put a fleece blanket over my lap today. Hello, hi, how was your week? How was my week? You already know how my week was. You already know. I have met the final boss of a mentee breakdown, and she took me hard. My hair's black now, which, to be fair, I have been thinking about doing something very, very dark for a while. I am a little goth girly at heart. I have been kind of struggling with like who everyone else expects me to be and then who I want to be, and me and Chris had a really long talk about what I want for myself coming up because we have this huge move. It's kind of like this fresh restart, and so we got into everything and even got as far as like how I see myself. And I told him I spend a lot of time second guessing what I wear, what I say, what I do, because I feel like it's just not feminine enough or not soft enough. And if we're being completely honest, I have never been a soft person. I am a firstborn, only daughter, only granddaughter, and I have had to fight and claw and bite my way through life because I had only brothers and we were rowdy and I was a tomboy, and I have never not been clumsy and never not said what I wanted to say and been completely blunt about it and done whatever I wanted to do. Since becoming an adult, I feel like I've been trying to fit into this mold of like being a really good, soft, pink mom, and I am just not that. So you guys are probably gonna see quite for you a transformation. I've been in this state before, and this is where I truly like to be. So this is what we're doing. So this is my hair. I dyed it in my bathroom. So that's where we're at. So welcome. Hi. You guys already know who I am. You already know why I'm here. But guess what? Guess what we have? We have the monthly Monat Team Call to watch, okay? I get so proud that I even have this content. I am like a super spy and I'm able to sneak into their Zooms. They send me an email every single month to remind me. They ask me because, you know, I'm a market partner, guys. If anyone asks, I am one. No, my user ID is not my birthday. Anyways, so they send me an email every single month asking if I want to watch the Zoom call. And yes, I fucking do. And this one, this one. Have your jelly bellies ready. Have your jelly bellies ready. Have, you know, that bingo card that my assistant made for us? Have that ready. I did not watch this, you guys already know. I did not watch it in its entirety because number one, my ADHD could never. Number two, I'm a busy lady, okay? And so is Chris. So when we have time together that is like not work time, that doesn't happen very often. So instead of watching this Zoom call live last night, I watched, what did we watch? Oh, we watched this new movie, Companion. It was very good. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's an AI robot movie, which I'm very, like, me and Chris love those movies anyways, but it has the kid in it from The Boys, and there were so many twists and turns. I haven't seen a movie that was that good and just well put together in quite a bit. So I was actually entertained. I sat there the entire time, and that doesn't happen very often unless it's Star Wars Lord of the Rings. So anyways, I was screen recording this while we were watching that. So I did pick up some of the stuff they talked about. So they are going to touch base on their TikTok shop. They are going to touch base on recruiting. Yeah. And they're going to go into a bunch of other stuff. So you guys already know, I like to give like a little disclaimer. I usually give you guys the content like just raw and we just watch it together, but their Zoom calls are near the most boring Zoom calls I've ever had to be on. Anytime they are going through like rank advancements or going over sales or whatever the hell, I am going to skip through that for the sake of everyone's sanity. And plus, because we're not real market partners, I don't care. We are just here for the meat and potatoes, the actual information. Schmitzel is losing his mind. He's mad because I took his chair. We are going to go into the actual meat and potatoes. We're going to listen to what Ray has to say. We're going to listen to what they parade like 5 or 6 girls on this Zoom. Like, this is the most I've seen traditionally. So I've been watching Monat Zoom calls for I think about 6 months now. Usually they'll have like 2 to 3 market partners chime in and give their little input on what's going on. They drug like 5 or 6 market partners onto this video. This video is almost an hour long. I'm hoping I can cut out the boring parts for us just for the sake of time, but get your drinks, get your snacks. I have, you know, the tism. The tism's hard, so I got water and coffee today, and then I have Jelly Bellies. Specifically Jelly Bellies. Don't anyone come in the comments and be telling me that jelly beans and Jelly Bellies are the same, because if you are not from California, you don't know. You don't understand. Don't be trying to give me no regular ass jelly beans. Hell no. We don't do that around here. Jelly Bellies only. Got it? Okay. Let's watch this, shall we? Oh wait, before we can watch it, as a reminder, I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. I am not a tattoo artist. Although I wish I was, and I feel like I have the hand for it, but I am just too far gone in life. I can't make a career change now because of that. Everything and anything in my videos is opinion and opinion only, but I do feel like I have an informed opinion because I was in the MLM space for so long, and I feel like I can see red flags and manipulation before other people can. Any hoosers, we're gonna watch this video. Let's see what Ray Ernetta has to say to us, and let's see what Monat has for the future, and we'll go from there.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. We're surpassing 700 people. So welcome to the kickoff call of May. And I have to say, it's one of these months that feels special. When I go on social media and I see that we are vital everywhere, it's insane. And I already see the numbers. We already have more new market partners at this hour of the day than we had the full first day. So I look at numbers like crazy, and I can see the momentum, but I can see the excitement that you all have because of what we announced earlier today. But the excitement that you had at month end yesterday, it was crazy. Now, stay tuned, because at the very end of the call, I'm going to announce something else, right? We left something for the call that's very powerful. That's about leadership, right? If you're shooting for leadership, stay until the end, because I have the best for last. In the meantime, I have to say that April traditionally isn't a great month on volume because, I mean, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of spring break, Easter. And to see that we had so many new ranks in April, exciting. We have had in April the highest number of new MMPs and new MMBs in the last 6 to 7 months. Actually, we had more MMBs and MMPs than we had in the month of November, which is normally the best month of the year. So kudos to you, congratulations to all of you. Either if you are a new MMB, a new rank, or you are a new market mentor, any of the new rank, we have 2 new directors. So a lot of things happening. Like I said, April is not an easy month for many, but we have people winning. And this is what we do this. Like, I've been doing this all my life. I've been doing this as an executive for 25 years. I grew up with this channel. And I have to say, once you get into the channel and once you get into your DNA, it's addictive, right? The excitement, I think the adrenaline, I think the dopamine that you get in this business, you don't get anywhere else. And that's what I love about direct sales is to see that for you to win, others have to win. So when you see that and you're part of a community, I always say so special, right? You go out there and I see people just like, Ray, you don't know anything. All you know is about Monat. I don't want to know about things I can't control. I don't want to know about things that are downers, right? I don't want to focus on on watching news, CNN or Fox News, or it's like, yeah, I mean, I have to stay informed, I guess, but how beautiful it is to be part of a community that you have the excitement all the time. And it's like, or you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Why not, right? The good Kool-Aid. When you
First things first, he did save himself because I was a little bit concerned with him not watching the news or getting some sort of news information. If you are a multi-million dollar business owner, you need to be informed on what's going on, especially because you are shipping things. And I'm not trying to make this political, I'm just pointing out he's shipping things from another country into the US, so you probably should be paying attention to what's going on in the news, buddy boy. So good save. Second thing, any and every time we watch these team calls, he always goes on about how he wants his market partners to be obsessed with the company. The very first time we watched, he was like, you have to be obsessed. You have to think about it all the time. Anytime you go into a coffee shop, you should be looking at people's hair. Weird. And then now he's saying that you need to be so obsessed that you're drinking the Kool-Aid. My guy, do we need to remind you where that term came from? Do we need to remind him? Because I understand maybe it's me being like a little sensitive. Maybe it's me just like being a hater. The term drinking the Kool-Aid came from a situation that happened within a cult. Do we not see the correlation here? Him saying that, people outside of Monat claiming it's a cult, including me, in my opinion, because of the way they act, the way they treat their market partners, the way they love bomb them, the way they outcast people who don't want to be in the company anymore, the way their leader talks about the company. It's one of the cultiest companies we have out there, in my opinion. So him comparing being obsessed with Monat to drinking the Kool-Aid makes me feel kind of yucky inside, if we're being completely honest. And maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I'm just being sensitive. I don't know.
All of this. And because of this is that we got this new incentive, right? We said, okay, direct sales is a beautiful business, right? Monat offer you two vehicles, right? You have kind of two funnels to make money. You can sell products, right, and make a lot of money, right? And people is like, oh, we want an affiliate funnel. You have the affiliate funnel. You have super seller. You come in as a super seller and you can make up to 45% in commissions. So you can, if somebody want to join, this is important when you're recruiting. Somebody want to join and say, I just want to sell, that's perfectly fine. They can come and sell through TikTok. Now you'll see, and I'm sure you already saw the incentive that we have for TikTok. You can come and just sell products and make up to 45%. Now, the big bucks are in building teams, right? But you know what happens? All our directors, I can say pretty much all the directors, if not 80% of them, started because they love the product. They get in love with the product, they start selling, and then they say, oh, wait a minute, I can get other people to do the same, and I can build a team. And I'm telling you, that's the secret of this business. Ask all the directors, that's where the big bucks are. That's where you can really go on vacation and know that you have a real business working for you when you build a team. So we want to encourage you to keep building teams, right? Team building is the secret of the Monat compensation plan. The money is on the generations, right? How do you do that? You do that by sponsoring, and you do that by duplication. You do it and you teach others to do the same. That is duplication, right? You recruit somebody and then you teach that person to do the same. So, because the secret of it is in the duplication, we have always focused on giving you tools and giving you guidance, right? On teaching you the behaviors. So we've had Power Start. Like we launched Power Start.
Oh, I might be speechless for the first time in my life. Ray, sweet baby Rays. You just said that your compensation plan works best, and the secret to unlocking the best of the compensation plan is by recruiting. Yeah, we already know that. We know that is not new information for us. You turn the key in the engine starts. You go into a multi-level marketing company, you have to recruit in order to benefit from the compensation plan. We already know that, but it's very, very just chef's kiss when you hear it coming from somebody who is in charge of a multi-level marketing company who probably signed off on what the compensation plan was going to look like and what the benefits of the compensation plan were, and then says, hey guys, the secret of the compensation plan is to actually recruit and build a team. If you want to go on vacation and know that your business is still running, you need to build a team. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we're here, because regardless of what people say in the comments, when I go to work, I don't have to recruit somebody to make money. Guess what? I didn't have to spend any money to start working. I just started working and they started paying me. They paid for me to get uniforms. They paid for me to get a name badge and paid for me to get access to an email. I paid nothing. Nothing. I walked in, they said, yes, I want you. I said, I bet you do. And then they hired me and then I started making money. Maybe I sound sassy, I don't know, but sometimes when you hear it from the top, hold on. let me bring the sass down a little bit. If I was a market partner and I'm spending most of my day telling people you don't have to recruit, telling people that you just share the products with your friends, telling people that MLMs are just like all other businesses, and then spending an hour listening to your CEO or whoever he is, I don't even know if he's a CEO, I can't keep track, listening to this dude tell you that the business you are in runs better when you are recruiting. The only way to maximize the compensation plan is by recruiting. The only way to actually get time freedom is by recruiting. And I've been there. I've been deep, too far gone, where you just think that your MLM is your end all be all. But now that I've been out for so long, I'm grasping at straws trying to understand how they can sit here and be like, oh yeah, yes, Ray is so smart. Yes, thank you for giving us that. And then turn around and say the opposite thing on social media.
Let's bring somebody in and hyper-focus the new person in the compensation plan. The best compensation plan in the industry, the one that gives you a career path. You start with the compensation plan, you start making money out front, but then you have a career path, right? The compensation plan will teach you and your team the right behaviors to build a team, to become an MMB and start being a leader. So that's Power Star, the hyper-focus on compensation plan. But we also want to really, really focus on telling you what to do. And what do you do? Nothing happens if you don't sell a product, right? So by the way, a lot of people is like, and you'll see in your teams, I'm not making enough commissions. Do you sell products? Because nothing happens. You can be excited, you can be posting, you can go to events, but if you're not doing a transaction, you won't make commissions. So first of all, you have to sell products. So then you have to enroll and acquire new customers and acquire new market partners. So we came up with this great incentive for men, which is extremely bold, right? Many people is like, are you right? Are you completely convinced that you can afford this? It's like, yes, we want to invest in the future. We want to invest in you building your teams. So we came up with the power of two. Like, who is excited about the power of two? Give me a 1 if you are excited and you think that this is bold.
How can we be excited about something and we literally don't even know what it is? How can anyone be excited and know something is bold if we know absolutely zero things about it? Literally all he did was put a picture up on the screen of 2 chicks and the word that says power of 2. How am I supposed to be excited about? I don't even know what that is. I don't know. Okay, hopefully he explains it. We're not just supposed to just be excited about something we don't know about, I guess.
Now, power of want. It's about, let's see the next slide. It's about simple behaviors. And the question is, if somebody want to be serious about making money, even part-time money, I know most of you have a job or doing this part-time.
Yeah, they have to have a job and work part-time because most of the company is making $0. So of course, yes, they're having to work part-time and have jobs.
Is it possible to acquire 2 VIP customers per week? And is it possible to acquire 2 market partners per month? Just do this. And if you're new, you will get to MMP. If you already are past MMP, you should be doing this anyway. You should be being a new MMP all the time. Imagine if you get this, and imagine if you have 10 people in your team, and you get the 10 market partners in your team to do the same. And then so on and so on and so on, right? You have hundreds of thousands of market partners, maybe millions of market partners in 1 year. Now, there's no perfect duplication. Imagine if you only get 1 or 2 in your team, if you have a team of 10, to do this, and then they do the same. You will have hundreds of new market partners. That's the power of duplication by the end of the year. Now, 2 VIPs, 2 market partners. And what we're saying is for this month, everybody inside PowerStar, outside PowerStar that do this will get 400 American dollars. Depending on where you are, it will change. Let's see the next slide. You get 400 US dollars or the currency that you have. Now, we want to teach you too the power of the sense of urgency. I saw so many people yesterday like excited, pushing, and I always say, imagine if you do what you did yesterday every day of the month, or at least most days of the month. You will double your business. So we want to teach you a sense of urgency. We want to push you for urgency. So do it the first 50.
That's so unrealistic. I was in MLM. There is a sense of urgency toward the end of the month because people are trying to hit goals. So you literally pull like a Hail Mary the last like 2 days of the month so you can hit these goals. So you're like emailing, you're texting people that you were talking to throughout the month, and you're telling them, you're like, hey, I'm about to hit this big goal. Can you help me out? Just a small order, blah, blah, blah. He's saying you can just do that every single day, or you can do that a couple of times a month. You can't do that. That's not a realistic goal. I can already guarantee the theme of this Zoom call, it's going to be, this is just so easy. Like, why can't you just get 2 market partners? Just go do it. Just go do it. I already know, because I've seen it enough times where a company rolls out an incentive and it's to recruit, because that's what they're doing. They're saying 2 VIPs per week and then 2 market partners per month. So essentially they are training you to stack your team and build your pyramid. Got it. Now what they're going to do, bro, I already know, they're going to drag these high ups on here and they are going to tell us how easy that is to do. And they're going to tell us how duplicatable this is. And they're going to tell us, just go out and do it. It's so easy. Just go out and do it, when it's actually not. And that's part of the brainwashing that happens, is you're hearing this from the high ups that this should be easy. They aren't doing it. They got in early. They had a network already. They brought a team over. There's always circumstances around how these girls got where they are. It's not like I can pop on there, I almost said hire, get 8 VIPs in a month and 2 market partners and just start building just because I want to. It's not that simple. It quite literally is not that simple. And the income disclosure statement tells you that. So them going on here, parading their income, parading their status, making it seem like it's just these simple steps, you just have to want it this bad and then you'll have it, is completely unrealistic, but it's one of the tactics they use, because then you start to feel like you aren't doing enough and that you need to consume more of your time doing the MLM, and you start to feel like you're not good enough. So you're hustling more, you're working more, you're watching more trainings, you're following more of these high ups in the company to try to figure out what they're doing, when they really just got in early. They really just brought a giant ass team over, but they're not telling you that. They're making it sound like they're just doing this every single month, and they're not. They're not. If somebody is telling you they are, they're not. I've seen numbers behind the curtain enough times to know they are not.
15 days, do half the first 15 days, 1 and 4, and you get $150. Complete 2 and 8 by the end of the month, and you get $250. By the way, this is not cap. You can stack it. You can do as many 2 and 8s as you want, and you can multiply this.
I know he meant like this is not cap, like there's no cap, but the way he said it, it sounded like no cap.
Now, this of course is a bonus, right? You still get all your other benefits that you get. I mean, if you're doing super seller, if you're doing your newly level, this is just a bonus. Next slide. Now, if you're new and you're still in Power Start, you can add your Power Start bonuses to this. And if you're in the first month Power Start, you can get $789 for doing this behavior. And if you continue doing it and you continue with the consistency bonuses that Power Start give you, there is a lot of money on the table. So I always say, does it worth it? Does it worth the effort of getting 2 customers a week and 2 market partners a month and make this kind of money? Knowing that this is just the money that you get right now, but you're building a team for the future. right? You have to think that. You're building a team for the future at the same time that you're making important money. And how many people need this? This is what you have to think. How many people is praying and hoping for an opportunity that they don't know, that we assume they know, but most people don't know about this kind of opportunity. And the trips, and the community, and the vision. And this is what you have to go out there and do. I mean, you have to have your strategic hat, and you have to have your plan, and you have to have your decision. Because at the end of the day, it's a decision, right?
I know I keep stopping it so much. I'm so annoying. I'm even annoyed with myself. There's so much happening. There's so much PTSD happening, and he's just saying so many buzzwords and so much is going on. And maybe this will just have to be 2 parts because there's just too much information. I have to give my 2 cents on it. Him saying that there are people praying and there are people who need this. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that on an MLM Zoom or an opportunity call or something of the sort, I would be a stay-at-home mom for life. Because that is their favorite thing to use to brainwash these poor people into thinking that what they are offering them is actually benefiting them. And it's not. This is a scam, in my opinion. You have to pay money every single month in order to stay active. The statistics tell us that most of the people in Monat are losing money, which means this is not helping people. This is not benefiting people's families. This is not saving them financially. It is hurting them. They will tell these poor MLM reps over and over and over again till they are blue in the face that what they have is the golden goose or the ticket to freedom or the vehicle to freedom, insinuating that what they have every single person needs. So you start to think that you are being selfish if you don't share the opportunity. It's a move where you go from thinking you're just selling a product to thinking you are selling a life-saving device. People's train of thought when working on their social media and working the business changes.
We can give you the strategy, we can give you the tools, you can get the skills, but you know very well this about taking the decision of saying, I'm going to share this, and you know what? I'm going to make this happen before the 15th. Take the decision, go with excitement, and magic will happen. Now, I don't want you to just hear this from me. I want you to hear from our future director, new founder, Kirsten, and I want you to hear also for our top earner, Jacqueline Gorvish, and I want to tell you about this plan and about how they're going to leverage it. Kirsten.
Hi guys, I'm so happy to be here with you guys tonight to be able to explain this further, and just really the power of 2 is everything. I really want to, I mean, Ray, you kind of said everything that I was going to say. The ratio of 1 market partner to 4 VIPs is literally the foundation of this business. It goes back to if you were with us before December in Smart Start, but now the power of 2, they are putting it back in play for us, you guys, which is insane. These bonuses are able to stack, which I did not know, so that is news to me. Insane, so much money on the table, but the power of 2 is important because the 1 market partner to the 4 VIPs, if you think about it, VIPs are the bread and butter. They are the clients. They fall in love with the brand, just like Ray was saying. Most directors start with just falling in love with the product. You guys, your VIPs are people that widen that pool for you. Even if somebody starts as a VIP, they fall in love with the process of what you show them, signing up as a VIP, how to give them directions on how to use the products, holding their hand, being their hair bestie, telling them all the things, what they need, telling them to come back to you for more if they need more recommendations, all of that. You are literally breeding yourself market partners in your future, because I can tell you right now, some of my strongest market partners are my...
Cool, I hate that. I don't want to breed anyone. Please, for the love of God, just stay the hell away from me.
Or my strongest market partners were my VIPs before. Haley Adams is the pure example of that. That girl told me no a million times to becoming a market partner, upgraded her account, and still did nothing for an entire year. And I had to just keep showing her that she was sending me VIPs to sign up for myself. And now look at her. She's MM. She just earned her Cadillac. It is absolutely insane. So treat those VIPs the way you would want somebody to come into your business, because those VIPs are a huge pull for you when it comes to upgrading to market partner. So on top of that, sorry, I'm like blacking out. Today has been such a crazy day earning visionary founders being on this call. I also just want to say an SED is literally just an MMP that never gave up. An MMM that earned visionary founders is just an MMP that really never gave up. The foundation of this is recruiting and sharing these products. Do not overcomplicate what we're doing here, you guys. It should be fun. It should be you, and it should really just come from your soul, from your heart, be yourself. And the building definitely comes with that. It just happens naturally when you seriously dive into this company, love the brand, love the products. The turnover will definitely come, and the fact that we have all these bonuses in place for us right now should be the fire under your booty to literally run for the gold, because that is what's on the table right now. We are so thankful, Ray, that you have done this for us. I'm just thankful to be in this position to be able to teach you guys. Duplication is definitely key. You have to have a system that you can duplicate within your downline to get to where you want to go. But showing up,
I saw a cat. There was a cat. She had a cat. I saw it. I saw its floofy tail.
never giving up literally is all you need in this business. So Jackie, you can take it away.
I mean, I don't really know how to go after that one, but we're just so excited for you. And I just want to reiterate what you said. SED is just somebody who went MMP.
All of these SED, MMP, MMM, BMB, NBA, those are literally just rank names, and we don't care what they actually are. We have better things to worry about than knowing what the ranks are in these companies. But MP is like the first rank. That's market partner. So everything after that is ranks you have to get in order to recruit. Also, side note, this is just me being a hater. You can just call it what it is. Is there a specific catalog that these uplines buy from in order for absolutely every single one of their backgrounds to look exactly the same, no matter what company you're in? As soon as they are the top scammer, in my opinion, they have this exact setup right behind them with all of their trophies and all this BS. There must be like a Pinterest board or something for top scammer office ideas, maybe? I don't know.
Every single month. I want you guys to think about your business. You're building it brick by brick by brick. This is an empire that you're building over the years. And it's some of you guys, it's overnight, and that's amazing. You put in the work, you put in the effort, you grind it out. May brings the most epic ranks, guys. Claim it now. Set the tone. I'm just going to speak frankly. I had a new girl on for the UK call, and they are just blown away. She's like, I signed up yesterday. I'm like, what a month to join. What? And these new girls are saying this, like, is this real? Is this true? And I want you guys to leverage this. Everything that they are giving us is a tool to recruit.
What are they shocked by? I'm confused. Are they shocked because if you enroll more people, you get paid more? Is that, I'm not understanding. I don't understand what is completely unbelievable. If you've ever seen a compensation plan ever in the existence of forever, they all look the same. This is literally just a monthly incentive.
Is a tool to go follow up with everybody you've talked about with this business. Like, everyone needs to know what is happening. And Ray has a really exciting, announcement with the power of two. It's easy. It's simple to remember. I almost think that it's kind of too easy, guys. I want you guys to get your power of two done by the 15th, okay? They're going to be nice and they're going to give you an extra little bonus if you're halfway there.
What'd I say? What did I say? I said they're gonna parade. Of course, I should rewind it back myself saying it again instead of having to say it again. They're gonna parade these uplines and make it seem like doing these tasks and enrolling these customers and enrolling these builders is easy. And just go do it. Just do it. Just go do it. Like, I don't even want to hear about it anymore. Just go do it. What?
But let's just get it done and out of the way so we can just focus on ranks. Because the thing that's going to hold back the MMs and the MMBs are going to be the active lines. So I think we should focus on those active lines, focus on those 8 VIPs, and then from there we'll build the rank up. I'm already going way off my notes. Hold on, guys. I was just following up. I want to say all hands on deck for the month of May. Ray put way too much money on the table for us to grab. And if you want an extra car payment, you need an extra $5,000, $10,000. This is the month to grind for 30, 31 days. May, again, brings the most epic months. Go for it. Your goals should scare you. You should go for founder this month. You should go for MM or MMM. And then the directors, guys, you need to help 4 girls at least go for MMM anywhere in your downline. Sorry, MM. That's like kind of what I'm talking to. So like for my new girls, we're shooting to MMB. Do not project your own limiting beliefs onto your team. So maybe you've never hit MMB before. I just want to tell you guys this story. So I told my German girl that everyone goes MMB in the first week. And we've been telling these German girls this. And guess what's happening? They are literally going MMB in 3 days, in 4 days. So I just want you to realize how you talk about the rank, how you think about the rank is what's going to happen for you.
Yes. Yes, I want to start a business with somebody who's going to lie to me. That's going to make me feel very, very good. And that's really going to make me want to work hard when they rank up when I work hard. What the lady? Who are you, Jacqueline Goldrich? How does it feel to just lie? Just lying to people? Just lying to your new people that you just scammed? Really? That's what we're doing? Okay, interesting. That's a choice. It's a choice. I mean, your choice, but ugh.
And then leading from the front is key. Like if you are brand new and you are going to go get those 2 business partners today and tomorrow, I want you to push with those 2 business partners to MMP together, because that's going to pop out the MMVs. And then for like leaders and what's going on in the organization, guys, they're going to have corporate calls for us. Stay close to the fire. You want to stay engaged this month. This might be an idea for other leaders that are going on, but you guys will realize the hardest part of this business is keeping everyone engaged and keeping them in the game throughout the month. Everyone does so good closing out the month, but let's, again, what Ray said, let's close out the month and let's pretend the 15th is the closeout. Let's just make it shorter because everyone will hit their goals here. For our team, my team, and honestly, we can open this up to the whole company. I don't even care, but we looked at these incentives and we've been talking all morning, and we're doing a potential call every single Monday, tips and tricks / onboarding on Tuesdays, and a mindset call on Thursdays. So every single person in our organization knows, okay, there's going to be a potential call.
Oh, I'm going to find my way into that. I'm spending the rest of my day ensuring that I somehow get my grimy paws on those mindset Zoom calls. Those are mine.
By leaders on Monday. And this is to get our 2+4 done as soon as possible. That's the mission. That's what we're focusing on. We're focusing on those baby things weekly to hit our goals by the 15th, because then you're going to get to go do it again, and you're going to help somebody do it again for the back end of the month. Okay. I don't know who I'm passing it to. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Don't let your ego hold you back. Run this month like May is the month to do it. We're all going to get our highest checks this month. Calling
I
it
love
now.
what you're saying, Jackie. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you. Congratulations on your success. You guys are doing it. And I love what you're saying about just set the bar high, right? I mean, MMB in 3 days. It's happening in Germany, by the way. Incredible. Germany, it's 3 times what we expected Germany was going to be. Congratulations if you're a German, by the way. I don't think so. Maybe you guys are, it's late there. It's the middle of the night. But if you have a German team, incredible. They're on fire, but they're showing what's possible. You know what? When you're excited, when you have the belief, when you go out there, when you cast a vision, magic happens, right? That's what I'm saying. It's not about skills. It's about having the excitement and the belief that you're going to make it and that you can help so many people to do this.
I'm actually going to throw it over to another top leader who's going to go into the hair trio, how she's going to use it. She is a fur mama to baby Romeo. If you already know and you follow her, then you know who I'm talking about. She's a sister, daughter, friend. She's also the in-arena host for the Phoenix Suns. She has become a really dear friend of mine, but she's done it all. She's done multiple trips. She's a caddy earner. She has achieved it all. So I am so excited to introduce the next speaker to you all, which now she's here. Alicia Blanco, take it away, my friend.
Thank you for that introduction, you guys. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm 5 years in, and I feel like I just signed up like yesterday at month end because there's so much on the table, and I can't wait to dive in and tell you how I'm going to be using all the incentives that Monat continues to roll out. But before I do, really quickly, if you are in Arizona, you already know. Drop a 1. If you're in Arizona, you're going to know what I'm talking about right now. I want to see how many of y'all are in Arizona. When I say Rafi Law, you know what I'm talking about, right? This is an attorney here. Trust me, Ray, there's a point to my madness here. There's an attorney here in Arizona who's on every billboard. He's at every freaking bus stop, okay? He's got merch. He has buses. You can't drive 2 minutes down the road without seeing a Rafi Law something. And the reason I'm telling you this story is this is a whole lawyer. He went to law school, and even he had to step it up in his marketing, which is what we get to do with beauty products. I mean, he has merch, he has a podcast, he hires influencers to go out and market, to talk to people. That way, when they may not need an attorney right now, but when they need an attorney, they're going to go to Rafi Law. He has a jingle on the radio. I mean, come on, the man is doing all the things. I'm not telling you need to go out there and like make merch. Oh, wait. Monat's already done that for you. Just go wear the stuff. Get out. Talk to people. You are the billboard. You are the bus. You are the bus stop. We get to do that, though, with insanely incredible products and a brand that is the sexiest brand. They all try to duplicate. They can never quite do it. Bless their hearts. But you guys, they do it for us.
Yes. You are the billboard. You are the bus and the bus stop for free because you don't get paid to advertise. You are their free advertisement. I'm just going to take it a step farther and say you are paying to advertise for them. Like I said, you have to pay every single month to stay qualified within the compensation plan, and statistically speaking, most people in Monat lose money. So that means you, sweet baby angel, beautiful queen, you are paying to be advertisement for a scummy shampoo company. I'm so sorry, and you can do so much better. And sexiest brand, I'm not even gonna go into that.
Just wear the shirt. Go to your Starbucks, get out of your car, go talk to people. I'm not saying come up with the jingle, although you know what? Never say never. I might have to do that for my dang self. But they continue to give us things to market. Rafi, attorney law, he has to go out and create new ideas and hire new people. Monat's just like, here's new stuff. Here's new products. Here's another trip. Here's a trio that they're going to get for free. So there has to be this urgency to covet. Like, we are so blessed to have all the incentives rolled out. I'll just say that. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Monat, for never sleeping on our merch, which, by the way, y'all, the sweater is back. The gray sweater, the long one, in case you missed it. So thank you, Monat Gear, for making our job easier. That all we have to do is get out there and be a loud and proud Monat dealer. Like, it's so simple. It's so fun. And there has to be urgency. So even while we were on this call, like, we're on a work call, I'm out here sending messages urgently, voice notes. I want to play one for you that I sent Sorry, Ray, it was while you were talking, but this is just too good. It's just not difficult to be excited for your friends. This is what I just sent. Girl, I'm thinking about you right now because I'm in a meeting and I was reminded of the free products you get this month if you sign up. You and I've been talking for a minute, girl, about you joining this business. You know the scrub that you're obsessed with? And then you know the IR Clinical that you've really been wanting, the serum. And then you know the Rejuvenate oil that I've been using for my glass skin, glass hair that you're always commenting on. You're going to get all of those for free, girl. So I thought of you right now. I'm literally in a meeting as we speak, and I had to stop and message you because this is urgent. Like, you're going to get the things you've been eyeing and liking for free. You know, like, I could have waited till after the meeting and said, let me know. Never say let me know. They're never.
I have the ick, and I don't get the ick very often because I feel like I'm a walking ick. If somebody sent me that message, I would block them, even if I knew them in real life. Like, if my soulmate, Haley Dowell, messaged me that, no, you're getting blocked. I love you so much. I understand that I am your children's godmother and you are the godmother of my children. I am blocking you. I'm so sorry. I cannot. I'm not doing that. No, that's cringy and I hate it. Yuck.
Let me know. They're never going to let you know. You need to let them know. And I think she'll hear the urgency in my voice, like, oh, she's in a meeting? She pulled over to tell me what? It's kind of like if one of your friends, and I use this example a lot, just did a workout class and she calls you and she's like, yeah, let me know if you want to go to the next one in a couple weeks. No. But if she's like, girl, I pulled over because my butt just grew in this workout class. Like, literally, it's the craziest workout class I've ever been to. You need to go. What are you doing right now? I'll go right now. You're like, oh, snap. I need to go to that workout class. I'm not going to wait 2 weeks. So if you're like barely posting, first of all, barely marketing these products, barely marketing this opportunity, and then saying like, let me know, yeah, if you want to do it, we'll see. Don't expect your team to blossom and bloom, sis. You got to be urgent and excited. Be the billboard, be the bus stop, be the merch. Yeah, stay in people's faces. And what else did I want to say?
Be the bus has got to be the best thing I've heard this year. And I'm probably going to be thinking about it easily the rest of the day. Be the bus, guys. You're the bus. You're the free bus. Actually, you're paying for it bus.
And I'm just so thankful for this, the 2+2, because it feels like 2021 when you guys did the Smart Start, that you guys started it all over for us. Old farts can take advantage of, because I did not do my Smart Start when I signed up. I was a stupid start. Okay. I was like, eh. So then I learned a lesson. And so when they gave us a second chance, I ran with it and I made thousands of dollars. So I feel like this is our opportunity to do that again. So you guys do not sleep on this. Be urgent, be excited. Why would anybody want to join your team if you're not excited? They may not need shampoo right now, but when they do, they're going to be like, oh yeah, what's that one jingle? I can't get it out of my head. Like maybe it's Maybelline, right? Or State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is. They may not need an insurance company, but when they do, it's going to be whoever's staying front and center. You've got to be unapologetic, in their face, flamboyant. That way, when they do run out of their current shampoo or their current lip plumper or their fill in the blank, they're going to think of the girl who just, oh, what is that thing? I keep seeing her. She keeps popping up. But if you're not popping up because you're in your feels or you're sad, life is hard, which you guys, hello, it's that for a lot of people. If you show up like that, it shows. No one knows you peed your bed unless you tell people you peed your bed. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up. And I have had, I'll just tell you real quick. I'm going to end here, Ray. Sorry. Someone come take my phone away. I've had a rough few years personally in my life, but you would never know. I still showed up as if there's a line out the door, as if I'm going through all the things. Because if you show up like you're in a funk, who wants to go to that party? Make it make sense. You don't want to go and like, here, I'll join your team if you're just I'm not saying you have to be fake, but you can repost old content. You can celebrate other people's wins while you're not winning, because that's how we are at Monat. That's just what I see, at least. We're celebrating other people until you get back to where you are. And there's no place I'd rather be in my valley than Monat. There's no place, because it's still really, really pretty freaking good in the valley here. I'll just say that. So be urgent, be excited. This trio is awesome. Stay fresh in people's mind. And yeah, that's all I got. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Let's go. Oh, and I'm tossing it to Lou to talk about TikTok. And we're on TikTok now? So good. Take it away.
I just, someone said that, I'm not sure who said that, but she said I could listen to her all day. And I'm like, same girl, same. I don't know what to say because I'm hungry and a little tired, but you got me like, yes. What do I need to do? Wait, I need to be my own billboard. Let's talk about TikTok, guys. Let's talk about TikTok. Hi, everyone. So excited. May 1st feels like the year started yesterday, but here we are. It's May 1st, and we are ready to have one of the best months in history. I mean, if you are not excited by now, I don't know what could get you excited. Maybe what I'm going to share with you guys. TikTok is growing. We doubled from March, which was our first month, to April in our second month. Everyone is impressed. The agency, the TikTok team, everyone's like, what is this? How do you guys grow so fast? How do you have so many affiliates? How do you have
Hold that thought. First, the hype, guys, the hype. We're so hyped. It's the beginning of the month. We're so hyped. The hype is like exhausting. I wonder what double means, because double of one could be two. So I don't like the term doubling. That's way too broad.
and they are now learning and obsessed with us. But I'm more obsessed with the results that I'm seeing. Yesterday, we heard from Avi Tameron, for instance. She says that she's close to 200 new clients just through her TikTok videos. And then heard from Mari Garcia, same thing. She has 23 new clients this month. Same thing with Nicole Vituli. And today, I am so proud, and I hope you're watching, because I got a beautiful message on a chat that I am part of. And it was from Amy Rickenbach. So excited because she had her first TikTok sale today. Let me hear it for Amy. There she is. Yes, Amy, I'm so proud of you, girl. You have been such an example since the very beginning. When we told Amy that we were gonna launch this, Amy had 60 followers or something like that. And in 2 weeks, she got to 1,000 followers. She got into the affiliate program, and she has been posting. A few videos have gone viral, and just yesterday we were talking, and she was like, I haven't had my first sale yet, but I will. And today she got it. So congratulations. I think I'm gonna say that that's gonna bring good luck.
It is the last month because we want you to make it to Monations. We have been talking Monations. It's so crazy. We're about 4 months out. We have been talking all things Monations, and every year, I've been here for almost 7 years. Every year, I know we always say, it's gonna get better. It's better than last year. It's better. I'm like, how do we do this? It really is going to be the best Monations yet.
Don't make me pull my double chin out. Was she not at the last Monations? I know. My veteran anti-MLM content consumers know what the pictures look like at the last Monations. We know. It was empty as hell. There was barely anybody there. It was supposedly super boring. I mean, I hope you get better than that, but it's not getting better every single year. So I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but Monations has been the past couple of years. So I'm honestly really surprised they're even doing one. All the anti-MLM community were kind of like betting that they wouldn't do one because last year's was so horrible. So I'm really surprised they're even doing one.
Rank up to MMB by May 31st. You are going to receive a Southwest flight to Monations if you're in the USA. Any of our international markets will receive Monations tickets and a hotel stay. 121 people have earned this so far. And now if you're MMB Plus, register 2 market partners, 2 Monations, and you'll receive a Southwest flight to Monations if you're in the US. And our international markets will receive 2 nights of hotel stay at Monations. And 24 people have qualified so far. I'm telling you, if you're brand new, which I've seen a lot of you, drop in the chat with a little fire if you're brand new, because I saw a lot of you in here. Some of you guys just joined today and you're on this call. You cannot miss Monations. This is where so many people made the decision to go for market mentor, for director. We want to see you there, and we are helping you simply by achieving MMB by the end of May, we're going to get you there. Look at all the fire of how many new people have joined, Ray. So amazing. You don't want to miss it. We're helping you to get to MMB along with all the other incentives. So make sure that you don't miss it because it's going to be incredible. And then we have a call happening.
So on this episode of what MLMs like to do to manipulate people and keep them in the cult, in my opinion, longer, these events is like the #1 opportunity to loop these people in. There's 2 parts I'm going to speak of for a second for these events. The first part is the company, the MLM, makes so much money off these events. You would think that they are spending a ton, which they are. They're spending a lot of money. They're spending money on the event space, speakers, the entertainment if they have any, the parties if they have any, all that crap. They're spending money. They are making easily triple that. Easily. When you go to an MLM event, and I'm just gonna speak on what I've always seen and the fact that I've been to like 3 MLM events myself. When you go, first things first, if you earn the incentive, they're only paying for your hotel or flight, and that's it. Plus, if you've earned the incentive, that means you have spent a ton of time and effort and probably money to qualify in order to get this incentive. So you're already making them money just based off of that, and they're kind of giving you like the crumbs off the bottom by buying you a flight, okay? Second of all thing in the first thing, there's a lot of points here. You're spending money on a ticket, you're spending money on a flight, you're spending money on a hotel, and then they usually release new merch every single day that you're there. So when I went to the Unique convention, I spent money on my ticket, money on my hotel, money on my flight, money on a rental car, money on my food. Then every single day they were releasing brand spanking new product that I felt like I needed to get my hands on in order to show my customers what it was and be able to actually use the product and touch the product before everyone else can. They use this pressure to get you to buy the stuff that's there that they're releasing so that you can have it before everyone else. I was easily dropping like $200 a day on brand new product. Plus they had all these like event exclusive merch, bags, purses, sweatshirts, phone covers, everything you can think of, every single piece of merch that you can think of, they had. Plus the new products that they're releasing every single day. So you're spending a ton of money. A ton of money. This is a huge money-making opportunity for them. Huge. Plus, you have to remember, they're writing it off because they're a corporation. So they're writing all that shit off, plus making all this money off their favorite customers, the reps. Second part, then they spend 2 to 3 days taking advantage of the fact that you have no outside distraction, you have no family there, usually no friends there because you've gone with your team, you are completely submerged in the company. So they do mindset training, they do business training, they have all these speakers come up and tell you that this is where you're supposed to be, this is a family, and they take very good care of brainwashing you. She said herself, Monations is where people decide to go director. Why? Because they just got done spending a whole weekend with a bunch of other Monat girls, drinking, spending 8 hours a day just consuming Monat content and being brainwashed. And then at the end of the weekend, they usually make you give some sort of like commitment, like not necessarily like written in stone commitment, but they'll be like, okay, if you're gonna go director this year, stand up and we'll all cheer for you, like that. It's disturbing, but they know what they're doing because they're the professionals.
Like Ray said, we thank you for hanging in there with us. Thank you to our speakers, but your jaws are literally going to drop when Ray announces what's next. So let's have an incredible May, everyone. We're here to support you. Our sales team is here to support you. Your leaders are here to support you, but we're excited for you all. Let's have an incredible May. Over to you, Ray.
All right. Well, thank you to the speakers. You guys brought the tips and the energy and the excitement. Only our leaders can do this. So thank you for what you brought. Now, I want to know who here in this call thinks big, right? If you don't think big, you can just go now have dinner because this is not for you if you're not thinking big. right?
Not the manipulation, not the making people feel small if they don't want to think big, Ray. Come on, you could do better than that.
Something I've learned, actually learned from that, who's when I've been speaking to more to Hispanic market, is to always think big. Don't think small. Don't think small. What actually Jackie was talking about. I remember every time we have a goal, he would say, "That's why. Why are you gonna shoot for 300,000? Why don't you shoot for 1,000,000? That's the worst that could happen, right?"
Why don't you shoot for 1 billion? Why don't you shoot for 10 billion? That doesn't matter because the numbers are not there. Let's just shoot for 1,000,000,000,000, Ray. We're just going to go all out, Ray. Let's shoot for 1,000,000,000,000. Oh, wait. Ray, your income disclosure statement says that most of your people are losing money. Ray, shoot for 1,000,000,000,000.
I don't know who reads, and if you haven't read the books from Napoleon Hill, right? Go and read Napoleon Hill, right? It's not about magic. It's not about witchcraft. It's not about wishful thinking. But he says that the way you expect things to go is the way they usually go. So you expect things to go bad and that everybody's going to tell you no, and that, well, maybe an MMB, that's the best I can do. That's the way it's going to go, right? Because once you set your sight on something, you will speak that way, you will make things happen, things will happen for you, but you have to set the vision, right? Okay, why I'm telling you all this? Because the next incentives is for all of you that want to be market mentors or MMMs, or if you are already MMMs or you already MMMs and you want to maintain, right? Market mentor is a very rich rank. That's when you get the motor club. That's where your average commissions will go to something around $55,000 a year or more, according to our latest income disclosure statement, depending on how your structure is, and where you will give you a bunch of perks and benefits in the company. So,
okay, well, if he's going to bring up the income disclosure statement, let's see what percentage MMM is, shall we? Monat income disclosure statement. Ooh, we have one for 2024. So cute. All right, MMM. MMM is 0.06% of the company. 0.06% of the company. On average, they do make $55,000, but you guys already know, since I'm here, might as well just rattle off what else is going on here. Let's see. Market partner makes up 94.2% of the company and on average makes $131. Annual. Oh no, not annual. What? This is the most, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've actually actually made eye contact with the Monat income disclosure statement, or at least not the new one. What the actual F is going on? Why are any of these people in this Zoom? This would be enough for me. This would do me in. 94.2% of the company makes $131 a year. Actually, and that's the average. If you look, the median is $19 a year. The median annual income. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. 94% of the company makes $19 a year. That is how much my Chipotle order costs. It is 2025. What? And you guys already know. You already know since I'm here. Now we're going to look up the compensation plan. We are going to see how much it costs to stay qualified, and it is $200. Guys, it is 2025. It is 2025 and we're still doing this. We're still doing this. I'm gonna have to make a TikTok about this, aren't I? If you are considered active when you have at least 200 personal volume in a calendar month, which means that either you have to personally sell 200 points or you are going to have to purchase 200 points, which if you're making $19 a year, I don't think that's gonna cover it. I don't think that's gonna cover it. And I'm not a math girly, but I don't think that's gonna cover it. Yeah, that puts you in the hole. That puts you in the hole quite a bit. We're gonna just bump it up to $20 a year. So we're gonna say that you have to spend $2,400 a year to stay active with Monat, and you're gonna make $20. Please explain to me how this is not a scam. Somebody please explain. Just so we're clear, Ray, MMM is 0.06% of the company. Yikesy yikes.
And become legacy in this company. Like I said, we are thinking big. We want you to think big. We'll wait for everything. The email with all these details is going to be out in 4 minutes by 9 p.m. So be on the lookout. If somebody didn't come to this is a global incentive, except in the new markets. Every country participates. So guys, let's go do it. Let's have an amazing May, June, July, because you know what we want? We want to get into Monations in August in celebration mode. Right? We want many of you to go on stage, and we want to have the best Monations ever. We have, by the way, incredible programs. We have new products, maybe new markets, and new ways of doing this business. Stuff that we're preparing for Monations. I don't want to overwhelm you. For now, focus on winning the next 3 months, okay? So thank you for joining. Thank you to all our speakers. Let's go make this happen. We have something special. Monat, it's something special because of the community that we have. So thank you, everybody.
In my opinion, the only thing you have is the community, because no one's making an income. We've already seen, and I'm still shocked. Because I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I thought it was going to be like 70% of the company is making like $1 a month, and then the rest is making like a couple $100, but not like everyone is making like $1.50 a month. That's terrifying. Okay, well, now that I have been completely traumatized by this Zoom, and I hope you have too, so I'm not alone, please stay away from Monat. And please, for the love of God, look at every and any income disclosure statement that exists. I feel like I need to like make a new ending, like a new outro to my videos that's like, always read the income disclosure statement. I think I will. We'll try a new one out. We'll try a new one out today. I'm gonna mess around with it because yikesy yikes, I might need therapy after this. Okay, Monations is happening. Interesting. That's a choice considering how horrible it was last year. I'm interested to see what videos are gonna come from that and information is gonna come from that, because last year's was rough. It was rough to watch. It looked like there was like 3 people there. It was wild. Hope you guys liked today's video. I don't know if I'm going to split this up into 2 parts. I have currently been sitting here for an hour and a half. I'm hoping by the time I'm done cutting out all my errors and my ums and my pauses that I could maybe get this video down to like an hour 15, which is more doable for us. We'll see. I might split it in 2. And if I do, welcome to part 2, I guess. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And as a reminder, if you have your own MLM experience that you would like me to share with everybody, I can do so. I'm actually reading more stories today. You guys have been sending me so many. I have so many to read. You can also send any MLM content that you have seen out in the wild that you just want me to give commentary on. 90% of the content that I put in my videos is from people who have sent it to me or just sent me a quick link to check something out. And if I feel like it's profound enough and has enough information in it, Winnie is running. Are you good? You're a little overweight for that. Now he's laying on the treadmill. That's off. Okay, suiting. Thank you guys so much for providing content, leaving comments, building this community. I'm really proud of what we have here. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll keep showing up if you guys keep showing up, and I really think we're doing something special here. Should we try something new? As a reminder, no matter what an MLM is trying to convince you, the income disclosure statement will tell you everything. Bye guys.